Welcome back to our Legacy Builder series. I'm Lisa Ward, the founder and CEO of Plumb Financial. So, it's the end of the year. What should you be working on? I'm so glad you asked. So now is a wonderful time to pull out those estate planning documents and do a good review. Has life changed? Has the family grown? Do we have additional grandkids? Or are we looking at grandparents and we might need to be initiating some of their documents, say like a long-term care policy? So now is a great time to review and meet with your executors. Make sure that they are on the same page. They know where all of the documents are. If we are making some changes, say adding grandkids, great-grandkids, then making sure the executor also has the updated copies of everything. So kind of like a family meeting per se, where if we're making changes, communicate said changes. Then looking at all of the accounts, we have beneficiaries on. So doing a full beneficiary audit. So if we are changing the estate planning documents, then we need to make sure we are updating the titling of all of our accounts. So bank accounts, investment accounts, and then the assigning of beneficiaries. Now, beneficiaries don't need to know that dollar amount, what are they potentially inheriting, because that can change because we don't know when you will no longer be here. But it is good for them to at least know that there is something there. Now, if we're not comfortable with that, then making sure the executor and then potentially a backup executor, which is a great thing to have, know where everything is, have all of the accurate contact information. So it's the insurance company. We've got at least the title page of the policy, so we know the insurance company, contact info, and the potential death benefit if there's a death benefit. Bank accounts, where are they held? Do we have all of our proper documentation at the bank with the updated executors so that it is a seamless transition? And even other insurance policies, so like long-term care. If we did need to go into a claim situation, then the executors are aware, or the healthcare power of attorneys are aware of where the documents are and know what the process is to initiate a claim. So lots of good things there. Then we're also looking at tax planning for the end of the year. So if we are a household that does not do the standard deduction but actually itemizes, now is a great time. Your CPA should be reaching out if we haven't already. What do we potentially owe come April? What does our January payment look like? Okay, well, if we want to reduce that, then let's write a check to our donor advised fund so that it qualifies for this calendar year for tax deduction purposes. Or are we writing a check directly to our favorite nonprofits? So get on the horn with your CPA. Let's forecast what that looks like so that we can get that a part of your end of year planning. And as you are reviewing all of your estate planning documents, let's also look at all of your healthcare planning. So talking about that long-term care policy, dust off that. If we need to initiate a claim, potentially in the future, what does that look like? But also the healthcare directives, if we're making changes to those, making sure that is clearly documented and all of the proper people have new copies of said documents. So if you guys need assistance with any of these things, please reach out and let's schedule your blueprint call today.